And now there's only going to be more light from here. A monumental day. I'm heading out, write an essay about like fire today. A little bit witchy. Hello my dears, welcome back to a brand new vlog. It is December, we are almost at the end of the year and we are in full cozy mode over here. I wasn't raised like celebrating Christmas, I was raised Muslim, but I still do just like love this time of year and how cozy it is. With the sun setting so early though, I will say it has been tough to stay motivated and all of that sort of thing. So I think it would be fun to just like cozy up together. You know, we can help each other hold ourselves accountable for whatever we're trying to do throughout the end of the year, and hopefully you guys enjoy. I won't be vlogging too much today because I'm heading out to a dance rehearsal soon, but I just wanted to get the vlog going so that we can spend a little bit of time together throughout the week. Like I said, we're not huge Christmas people, but we do have our cute little tree here, which we love. It just makes it so cozy. Our Ember girl loves to play in the Christmas tree. And then we also just have like some little decorations here and there, like stuff like this throughout the house. A few more little Christmas trees and the like. So yeah, we're getting into the spirit a little bit here, but nothing too crazy. We did get some fun like fixings to make really good hot chocolate. I cannot wait. We're still waiting for the little like dehydrated marshmallows. You know those special ones that come in hot chocolate only? I ordered a box of those, so we're waiting for that, and then we're gonna have like the best hot chocolates ever. So I will definitely show you guys that when we do it. Today is a monumental day because although I have been a writer for over a decade of my life, like 15, 16 years of my life, I have never owned a nice pen. Like I've never bought one for myself, never received one as a gift, and I finally got myself a fountain pen. It's honestly nothing like super special. I started off with something that's relatively inexpensive just to kind of get the vibes for it first, but I'm still so excited to open it up and try it out. I did also get a like trifold leather journal cover thing that I'm really excited about as well. That probably won't be here in time to show you guys that in this vlog, but I'll definitely bring it out in the next one. So this is the pen. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to open this.
likes your skin. Your scent draws me in. Hope you'll leave some behind whenever you go.
So today also is December 21st, which is the winter solstice. It's the longest night of the year, and as someone who lives in New England, I feel like this time of year can be particularly difficult because the sun goes down so early. There are so many days where I have like so much planned and so much that I want to do, and then I'm like relatively productive throughout the morning, and then 4 p.m. comes around and it gets to be like pitch dark outside, and all of my motivation and energy just like whoosh, goes out of my body. Like I cannot do anything else for the day. So I feel like honestly some of the best ways to like get through times like that is to honor them and romanticize them and lean into them, and I feel like ritual is the perfect way to do that. So I've been looking for like a good ritual to do for the winter solstice, and I keep seeing stuff about this one that's called like 13 magical nights, and it's basically where you write down on little pieces of paper 13 things that you're like hoping for or intentions that you have for the coming year. And I guess it's quite important that you write them in the present tense, like as if you already have them, and then you put all of those little pieces of paper into a jar. You're supposed to start it on the solstice, so tonight would be the first night where I would pull one out and without looking at it burn that piece of paper, and then I would do that for the next 12 nights, and then on New Year's Day there should be one piece of paper remaining which I wouldn't burn, and open it up and read it, and that one is kind of the one that I'm responsible for, whereas the other 12 that were burned is like you kind of trust that the universe is taking care of them for you. I really like this too because it's kind of like a soft way to start thinking about New Year's resolutions and like goal setting and stuff like that without it being like a hard goal setting activity. It's more about like you know, how you want to feel, how you want your life to feel over the next year, and really putting that into existence by like writing it down and doing the ritual around it. So I am going to get that ritual set up right now, and then we'll burn the first one later tonight.
Seeks my hand, know you'll leave me a mess, but I hope for the best. Don't know what you want. How can't you see what is right in front? Or is there something else that you need? 'Cause you might just lead me on. Please don't.
I need to tell you guys about what I'm reading right now because I feel like it's a monumental occasion. I am finally reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Also, sorry if you can hear my air fryer in the background. I'm making myself some lunch, but I am like a dark academia girl through and through. Like you guys know this about me. That's definitely like my aesthetic, and there's a lot of other books that I really like that are in the dark academia genre. And actually one of my favorite novels that I've ever read, I read it last year, was Bunny by Mona Awad. I knew that it had like sort of a lineage with this book, but I did not know how, like just how interrelated the two books are. Like it's kind of incredible. Like I could write an essay about like comparing Bunny to The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I had never read this before. So it is a momentous occasion that I'm finally reading like the grandmother of dark academia. I am on page 386. I feel like this book is wild because not that much happens, but also you like cannot stop reading it. Once you start, it has a chokehold on me right now. So let me know if you guys want me to give you a little review of this when I'm done with it, but this is the current read. I'm sure I will finish it within the next couple of days because, as I mentioned, I have not been able to put it down. Please excuse the background noise. Once again, why is it that every time I talk to you guys today I have background noise? I just set my dishwasher to run, so that is the noise that you're hearing. But I am going to cook a meal tonight. As much as I am so unmotivated because the sun has been down already for several hours, happy solstice. Y'all know the recipe last year that was super popular, the like marry me chicken. I'm vegetarian, so obviously I can't make marry me chicken, but I saw on my Pinterest the other day a recipe popped up for marry me chickpeas, and it's like a chickpea and orzo dish, and it actually looks really good, so I am going to make that tonight. Let me show you guys the recipe. It looks pretty simple. Oh, where did it go? This is my Pinterest board of recipes. Okay, here it is. I feel like y'all get me when I say like I save so many things on Pinterest and then never make them, so I'm trying to actually make them. But that's kind of the vibe. And yeah, it looks like basically the only thing I have to prep is going to be just chopping up the shallot, which actually we couldn't find at the store, so I'm doing onion and some cloves of garlic, and then everything else is kind of just like adding it into the pot, which is super easy. So let's get started on that. Y'all, I'm so tired today. I am struggling. I feel like it's that like no man's land time of year of the holidays where it's just like hard to get yourself to do anything. I mean, I was talking about this yesterday with the solstice. The days are so short, the sun sets so early, and I'm like so burnt out from the year. Like this fall was just like actually pretty busy, even though I don't have a 9-to-5 job anymore. I feel like I need to catch you guys up on that. Maybe in my next vlog we'll talk about it a little bit more, but even without my 9-to-5 job, this fall has been so busy, and I feel like my burnout just in general from like the last 5 years, but also just like from this fall is all hitting me, and I am so tired, you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of skincare and makeup just to kind of like wake myself up for the day so that I can film a few things. My skincare routine is very basic and simple. I use a lot of the Ordinary products because I like that they're like no BS. It's just the ingredients are the ingredients. So I always, of course, I wash my face first, and then I do this toner, which is the glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So I'll do that right after I wash my face. And then I do my serums, which again are from The Ordinary. They're just very like simple, exactly the ingredients. So I do niacinamide and zinc. And I feel like that helps a little bit with, I get like redness here. When I was a kid, I had those little like bumpies on my cheeks in this area. Now my skin is more smooth, but you can still see it sometimes, like if I get overheated or if I'm sweating or whatever, this area gets a little bit bumpy and red, and I feel like this niacinamide really actually does help with that. And then I feel like anyone can benefit from this one, but I do hyaluronic acid, also from The Ordinary, of course. This has hyaluronic acid and B5, and then I just seal everything in with like a very basic moisturizer. I use the CeraVe moisturizing cream. I have a couple of other lotions that I'll use now and again, but this one is my go-to. It's just like super simple, no scent, really good for dry skin, and the way that it like blends in, it feels very light. I hate heavy products. I have like sensory issues. I have mad sensory issues. So if things are like too heavy on my face, I feel really uncomfortable. So this like super simple routine works really well for me because it's all just light. It absorbs really nicely. I'm gonna do my skincare and just like a little bit of light makeup to wake myself up for the day. By the way, that dinner I made last night was fire. It was so yummy. And then I actually used the sun-dried tomatoes and spinach because I had some left over of each, and I made us like omelets with that this morning. That combo is just so good. Something I was thinking about is that I want to like find a way to collect all of the recipes that I cook regularly, like whether I came up with them or I found them in a cookbook or on a website. I feel like I forget about some of the stuff that I have made and like enjoyed making and really enjoyed eating, and I want to put it all in one place. So I don't know, like how are people doing that these days? I remember like my grandma had that little like box where there's like recipe cards and they are categorized in different ways and you can just like pull out the card that you want to use. I think that's really cute. So I might try to find something like that, or maybe even like a cute like binder of some sort. I don't know. Remember when a few years ago when social media was just people doing this? I still find it very satisfying. I don't know about you guys.
Me too far. If we'll be what never was.
I feel like my hands and my face just feel like so dry right now, but I can't even really put lotion on this one at the moment because my cat scratched me. This morning we were cuddling and then the automatic feeder went off and he like launched himself off of me and scraped my hand. He didn't mean to. Poor boy was just hungry, but now I have these like awful scratches on my hand. I guess that's life as a cat mother. I love to like watch a show or like watch YouTube videos while I do my makeup. Literally, this is how you can tell I'm like exhausted from the year and over it. I always have to re-watch like a comfort show, I feel like, when I'm in these kinds of moods, and I'm literally re-watching Teen Wolf. Like, it is the most silly childish show ever, but I feel like it's just like comforting for me for some reason, so that's what I'm gonna have playing in the background as I do my makeup. Some days boss bitch entrepreneur, some days literally just a girl. Okay, I put on something comfy, but that still looks cute, and it is so like, it is such a quintessentially like Salem outfit. All black, little witchy sleeve moment. This is like an asymmetrical shirt. I actually love this shirt. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm just wearing, you can't really see. It's always such a struggle to film an outfit in YouTube dimensions. They're basically like flared stretch pants essentially, but they look a little bit more polished, so I feel like I can wear them with like a normal outfit. And obviously my hair remains quite curled from yesterday, so we're looking a little bit more put together, feeling a little bit more energetic, just a little bit more energetic, to be honest with you. My nail set that I put on and some cute little rings. Obviously I always have my wedding ring, which is a black diamond. I got this recently. It's a coffin shaped moonstone that I wear on my pinky. I absolutely love this one. And then over here, this is a little skeleton hand ring that I think is really cute because it's like a little bit goth but pretty subtle. Like you can't super tell from far away that it's a skeleton hand. And then this is a little stacker of black diamonds that my husband got me as an anniversary present. I'm getting into wearing like more rings lately. I really like how it looks. Something that I'm curious about is if people like favorites videos, because I've kind of been wanting to do like a 2025 favorites. I used to not love that kind of video because I was like, oh, consumerism, like I don't want to encourage people to buy things that they don't need. But then I always actually love watching people's favorites videos, so I'm like, maybe it's not that deep. Maybe I should just make one because I feel like I have some fun stuff that I would like to share with you guys. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Before we go, I thought that we could pull an oracle card together. I love using tarot and oracle cards as like journaling prompts as well, or even like poetry prompts for myself as a poet. So if you're having trouble with your journaling practice, it can be really fun to pull a single card and like read a little bit about it and then use that as a prompt for your journaling. So highly recommend doing that. But I'm gonna use this deck. It's the Literary Witches Oracle. I got this one this year at some point, somewhat recently. The cards are female literary figures, and then also the other half of the cards are like symbol cards. I typically, with this particular deck, I like to pull two and get like one person and one symbol and then use those as kind of the reading essentially. So let's do our little oracle reading.
I'll go if you gold.
These two fell out of the deck, so should we use those as our reading? I like to do that sometimes, like when they fall out while I'm shuffling, I just assume that these are the ones I'm supposed to grab. So let's take a look. Got Jamaica Kincaid, who I'm actually not super familiar with her work, so that'll be interesting to read about. And then we got a little hedgehog. All right, let me read you guys what these say. This one is interesting because this guidebook, it doesn't like make conclusions for you about what the card means. It just tells you like the themes and a few sentences about it, like kind of more like a traditional tarot deck. Whereas my other oracle card deck that I really, really love, it kind of says like if you pull this card, it might mean this for you. This one doesn't do that as much, so you have to kind of interpret it a little bit more. Okay, for Jamaica Kincaid, it says history, lineage, the past, deep time. Jamaica Kincaid was born on Antigua, a former slave-owning British colony in the West Indies. Eager to get away, she moved to the United States at 18 to work as an au pair. Soon after, she began writing New Yorker articles and intense biting fiction and nonfiction, which speaks with tremendous authority and clarity and often repeats images and phrases in an insistent invective against the failures of mothers, fathers, siblings, and colonialism. Oh, that is so interesting because those are like themes in my personal life that have been coming up a lot. I've been having... Oh, hi, Ember girl. Emmy always wants to be the star of the show. Sweet angel. Honestly, there has been a decent amount of family drama recently. So kind of thinking about our personal histories, what we get and what we carry with us from our mothers and fathers. And honestly, for me, and it sounds like for Kincaid as well, like healing that lineage, taking what you want and kind of leaving behind the rest so that it's not passed on. So that's really interesting that I pulled that one because it is something I've definitely been thinking about. But let's look at the hedgehog and see what that one says as well. Okay, hedgehog says vulnerability, hiding the heart, and tenderness. Oh, that's so interesting in combination with the Jamaica Kincaid card as well, because it's kind of like, what about that, maybe that history that you're trying to uncover within yourself requires vulnerability and tenderness? Oof, that's a good reading. That's actually not what I thought I was gonna get today. So,
Baby girl. Hi. Isn't she so pretty? My daughter. My baby girl. My baby.
Anyways, my dears, I think we are going to go ahead and finish up this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting your own kind of cozy, restful time towards the end of the year, just leaning into that darkness and knowing that the days are now getting longer. We have a new year coming up, so don't beat yourself up if you are feeling like you need to rest a little bit more, kind of in your like hibernation mode. I am too. I struggle with it, so I'm saying that more for myself than any of you. But just remember that like we've made it through the darkest day and now there's only going to be more light from here. So what we can do best is romanticize the coziness, lean into it, and give ourselves some grace as we come out on the other side, doing gentle rituals like the 13 magical nights to kind of get us into reflecting and thinking about what we want for the next year. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. I think I might do that favorites video. Do we want like a New Year's reset? Do you want to hear more about my like freelancing journey, like being self-employed as a creative now? I'd love to talk more about that if you're interested. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.